As of now, do you see any of your Republican colleagues voting to convict?
I see perhaps Mitt Romney. I don't speak for him. He's not told me that. But a month ago, if you had asked that, Michael, I would have said no, zero. I think as more things come out, there are more. I mean, I see them sweating. I hear Republican members of the Senate say things like, we know he's pretty crooked. He lies a lot. He's a pretty bad guy. Someone will say we know he's a racist, but they're not saying it publicly. But once Cory Gardner and Joni Ernst and Susan Collins and Tom Tillis and they're in trouble in their states, we'll see how this evolves.
Wait, are you? So you just named 4 people. Are they people who you've spoken to about
no.
privately?
I named 4 people because they're
Okay.
They're all going to lose in the next election if they are not. If things work the way I think they're going to work. I mean, one of the things and I'm not trying to just bring it to my book, but one of the things I wrote, the reason I wrote A Progressive History is to talk about the progressive eras we've had, especially during Wilson's time. Even though he was a racist, there were many progressive things that came out of that era. Civil rights not one of them, of course. Roosevelt, Johnson. And I think potentially with all that's going on, there's a real potential of a progressive era beginning again in 2020. And if that's the case, if there is that public move, and it's always got to come from the public, it's not just the artificialness of an election. It really has to have that foundation. Then, the senators I mentioned are all in trouble because they're all in states that Republicans are beginning to lose or losing.